Well, the course is an Introduction to Music Theory class, and I've been teaching this class for a few years in the classroom, and it was the first offering, the first online offering of the class. I felt like a closed book exam was an appropriate approach for the exam. So when it came time to decide how I would proctor the exam online, I thought that an approach that would mirror the monitoring process involved in a traditional closed book exam would be appropriate. So I decided, if possible, to do an exam that would be monitored in real time online. Before the exam, I would email all students with a specific link to an exam room in Adobe Connect. That was the software that we used. And in this room, they could activate screen sharing, which would allow me to see their computer screen. And they would also activate their webcams. At that point, I would go and visit each room individually and be sure that the screen sharing and the webcam are activated and they're working properly. I would ask students if they had questions about the exam prior to starting it. And once we were ready to start, I would give the students the password to the exam. The exam itself was password protected. To make it easier for students, I prepared a tutorial, a video tutorial that I posted prior to the exam, showing what the overall process would be. My impression from student comments is that this was new to most students, and they did have questions as to how this would work and how this would all happen. So the tutorial, I think, was very good to explain to them very precisely what would happen and what they would have to do in order to take the exam. Overall, based on what I could observe while monitoring the exam and based on the grades overall, I was pleased to observe that students were achieving properly on these exams.